Hello, so it's January 29th and I'm so tired I don't remember what night it is of doing Lupron shots, but it is my last night to do Lupron shots. It's about 10:17. I got busy writing my letter to the donor and just kind of lost track of time like always. And I have my 5 milliliters of my Lupron shot ready. It will be my last night because we went to Dallas today and I had a third round of lab work and doing an ultrasound, and my lining, they didn't really tell me what it was or give me anything like they did last time, but I looked up on the monitor when they were doing the ultrasound and saw that my lining was at about 12.1 and it was at 8.2 on last Wednesday. So definitely getting thicker. And then I don't know what my estradiol came back as, but they just said it was good and that everything was progressing. And then the donor came in today and her estradiol was at like 3,700, I think. And then for her follicle size, she was still at like 15 follicles per ovary. And the left ovary had maybe 6 of them that were 16 to 21 millimeters. And then the right ovary had, I think, maybe 5, but they were a little bit larger. So hers actually went up to 22 millimeters. So doing good on that front. The donor will actually trigger shot tonight. So she will trigger shot tonight, and then her retrieval is Wednesday. It's unreal that, January 31st was tonight. I should know my dates by now. 29, 30, 31. So, no, February 1st will be her day of retrieval. So Kevin and I have to try and go back to Dallas tomorrow so that we can be there at 8:45 for Kevin to make his contribution and help with the fertilization. After the retrieval, they will have his portion of this, and then I will go back on Monday, February 5th for the actual transfer. Between 11 to 1. So I can't believe the day is actually here. The week we weren't expecting another trip to Dallas like yesterday, and then we were just gonna stay, but we didn't get the phone call till we were halfway back home, and then realized we might as well just go home, get another bit of packing done, switch out some clothes, and come back. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I think Kevin's mom will come with us during the transfer because she really wants to be there. My parents are in Mexico, so they can't come. But moving forward very quickly, we're in the final countdown. I'm probably going to tell work tomorrow what's going on just so that I can get some responsibilities eliminated or relieved, so that way I have as little stress and frustration as possible so I can stay relaxed. And then we'll stay in Dallas Monday and Tuesday after the transfer just to keep me bedridden, keep me rested. They said we could go home, but we're not going to risk it. So we're just going to, lounged up at a hotel. We found a really nice hotel. After all of this, we finally found a good hotel. So we don't mind staying there either. It's brand new, so it's really nice. But they also showed me today how to do my progesterone shots, and that took about 35 minutes. I don't know if you can tell. I haven't even looked. They drew. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, like over here, they drew all over me about where I'm getting so fat, where the shots need to be given. I hope you can, maybe they're lower. Sorry, I'm gonna actually do this on camera because I need documentation because Kevin won't always be here. Do you see them? I don't. Well, that's concerning. I'm supposed to have markings somewhere here. Maybe you can see them and I just can't. I'm supposed to have markings. Well, okay, well the world just saw me and I never saw them. So we know where the progesterone shots go. They said to put my hands on my hips, my middle finger, and then put my thumbs in the back. And then where my thumb falls is kind of like the zone of where I have to start giving those progesterone shots every night for 10 weeks. I will be doing it definitely through my first trimester. Positive thoughts, baby dust, that this all works and I will get pregnant. But they showed me that, and of course the needle had to extract it, and Kevin will have to help me. My hands are sweating because I'm nervous for him. And then during the demo when she was showing us how to just push it in there, don't be slow, just push it in, put it in the mess and then pull out, she bent the needle. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope my tushie's softer than that, or like this hip area, so that doesn't happen. But Tomorrow night I start progesterone shots, and we'll be doing it in the hotel, and I'm very apprehensive. I mean, already knowing that tonight's my last night of Lupron, that's a small, thin needle, and this is a thick, long needle for progesterone. So tomorrow's post will be, I might cry. She also said that I could bruise a lot easier, and I'll get a progesterone knot where the oil just kind of sits on the skin. And she said I could get that for easily into the second trimester. So that sounds really disgusting and gross and non-ladylike and totally not sexy. But she said, you know, Kevin, just massage the area, keep it nice and relaxed, and just go straight in. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already thinking like epidural, don't move, don't hit a sciatic nerve, don't hit a vein. So I'm already thinking about everything that could go wrong and kind of already like psyching myself out tomorrow. And I can't drink tequila to help. So it'll definitely be tense for both of us. I know he doesn't want to do it. I don't want to get it. And I know 10 weeks in, it'll be kind of like this. But I'm still, you know, almost 3 weeks into these, and I'm still like, you know, it's coming and whatnot. So I know it's part of it. It's worth it. But I was not prepared that it was going to be for 10 weeks. So that was kind of a surprise today. But anyway, this is going to be a long video because I just had a lot to say about today. I already have my 5 units loaded. This will be the last 5 for this process. I've already wiped down here. And they explained today the reason why I've been having some burning is after I do my alcohol wipe and put it in there, it hasn't dried all the way. And so that's causing the burning. I'm like, well, you should tell us this at first. I didn't know that. You think you let it dry, but evidently you don't. So, yeah, Kevin couldn't watch me do my shot last night in the hotel, so now he has to give them to me. And this needle is maybe a 1/6 of the needle I'll be using for progesterone oil. So I'm gonna have to watch some videos, and oh, I'm not looking forward to it. Especially 10 weeks. Okay, I am done with that. Again, that was the very last Lupron shot. It's January 29th. Again, I don't remember what day, if I'm like 18, 19, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But when I put this on the blog, hopefully I'll get it figured out by then. But it's long tonight because I had a lot to talk about. It still seems surreal that we're in the final countdown. I do have my letter written to the donor, and I'm actually handwriting it out now. And then I'll let Kevin decide if my handwriting's too bad. He always tells me my handwriting's awful, and I let him sign cards because his handwriting is so much more legible than mine. But I'm this far in, so I'm kind of thinking, you know, it's more personal to send it. But then everyone else's is so short, and I feel like I'm divulging too much information. So I'm going to second guess and overthink this until the end, and then be late giving it to her, considering she's on Wednesday. But I think that's all for tonight, and then definitely more to come tomorrow as we head back to Dallas to let Kevin do his contribution, and then as he gives me my first progesterone oil injection tomorrow night too. So more to come, and just keep us in your thoughts. Thanks. Bye.